Hi, thank you for joining me. This is Yoga for the Spine, and my name is Joy. Let's find a comfortable seated position to get started, sitting up tall. Let the hands relax on the knees or in the lap, and reach through the crown of your head right away, lengthening through the spine. Maybe close the eyes or soften the gaze as you take a couple deep breaths in and out through the nose. Take one more deep breath in and out here, and then we'll slowly make our way onto our hands and knees or tabletop position. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. We'll find some cat and cows here. Inhaling to lift the gaze, drop the belly, engage the core, and exhale to round through the spine, tuck the chin towards the chest. Right away, waking up the spine, inviting in some mobility and fluidity. Take a couple more cat and cows, just following your breath. Inhaling to lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale to round, push through the hands, tuck the chin. Inhale to lift. And exhale to round. Feel free to take any other movements here, maybe side to side, get any wiggles out. And then together we'll straighten the right leg back behind us and reach the left arm out in front, creating a long, stable line. Use your core for stability here. Take an inhale. Exhale to hold. And then feel free to stay here or reach back behind you and grab the right foot, kicking your foot into your hand, lift through the crown of the head. Keep kicking and drawing your right hip down towards the earth. Inhale and exhale to release. Bring both your hand and your knee back down, and we'll move to the other side. So straighten your left leg out and right arm out overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, hold. And on your next inhale, reach back, grab your foot, kick your foot into your hand, engage your core, draw your shoulder blades together and lift through the crown of your head. Take one more breath here. And on an exhale, release, come back to tabletop. Bring your knees as wide as the mat, bring your big toes together and sit your hips back as far as you can. Walk your hands in the opposite direction, reaching your fingertips away from your hips in child's pose. Let your hips sink down towards the earth. Maybe let your forehead rest on the mat and rock side to side. Expand your rib cage on your inhale and release on your exhale. We'll walk both our hands over to the right side of the mat for a big side body stretch. Take a deep breath here. And an exhale. Breathing into the side of your rib cage. Continuing to sink both your hips down. Walk your hands over to the other side of the mat. Keep reaching your hips down towards your heels. Let your head rest on the mat and take a deep breath, expanding the rib cage, expanding the belly, contracting and moving the breath out on your exhale. Lift up to come back towards center, coming onto all fours in tabletop. We'll come into thread the needle, so plant your left hand right in front of your face. Inhale your right arm high, and exhale to twist, threading your right arm underneath your left shoulder and bringing your right ear towards the mat. A couple options with the left hand is to keep the left hand in front of your face, pressing into the mat, encouraging the twist, or crawl your fingertips overhead, lengthening through the entire left side of the rib cage. And if it's not too heavy on the neck, you could wrap your left hand behind your lower back, maybe grabbing the top of your right thigh or resting it on your low back. Take one more breath wherever you're at, and then plant your left hand back in front of your face to lift the right arm high, and exhale to bring it back down to the earth. Setting up for the other side, inhale the left arm high, and exhale, thread the needle, bringing the left ear towards the mat. And find a variation with the right arm that is supportive to your breath and your practice today. Take a couple more breaths in this twist, soaking up this pose. Twists are really great for spinal mobility and can help to relieve any tightness or tension that we get from sitting and using our backbone for everything that we do every day. Last couple breaths here. And then plant your right hand back in front of your face to lift yourself up on an inhale. Exhale, plant the left hand back down. Walk your hands forward a couple inches and we'll lower all the way down to our bellies. On an inhale, lift your chest for cobra. Squeeze your glutes to protect your lower back. Press your feet into the mat. And then on an exhale, very slowly make your way back into a downward facing dog. Bend your knees a lot here, maybe pedal out the legs, lengthen through the spine, shake your head yes and no. Press your hands into the mat, gripping through your fingertips. Rotate your elbows towards the top of your mat. The inner side of your arm rotates towards the top of the mat to help activate through the shoulders. And on your inhale, lift your right leg, bring it in between your hands. We'll come into a low lunge. Maybe you have blocks on either side of your foot, or just come up onto your fingertips and think about lifting through the top of the head and opening up through the chest. As you find a lift through your heart, think about squeezing your inner thighs together and pressing your hips down and forward. You should feel a pretty nice stretch in the top of your left thigh. Plant your left hand down and inhale your right arm high for a twist. You can focus on your form here or reach to grab the foot behind you. And if this feels okay, you can think about going deeper into your lunge, dropping your hips more towards the earth while still keeping that lift through the crown of the head. Go ahead and release that. Come back to your lunge. Tuck the back toes under and step back to downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg high now, stepping it in between your hands for a low lunge on the other side. Again, setting up with blocks or up on the fingertips. Untuck your back toes and press your hips down. And then from your foundation up, lift through the spine. Open through the heart. Think about drawing the shoulders back and lifting through the crown of the head. If you want to take the twist on this side, inhale to lift the left arm high, and then maybe reach back and grab the foot behind you, kicking your foot into your hand and pressing your hips down from there. Make sure to keep using your core muscles for support in the lower back. All right, take one more breath here. And then go ahead and release, bringing your left hand back down. Tuck your back toes and we'll step back to downward facing dog for a deep cleansing and recentering breath. And then find a wide-legged stance while keeping your hands close to the earth. Feel free to bring some blocks along here. And then plant your right hand down, lift your left arm up towards the sky, soften through your face and your shoulders, and keep reaching through the fingertips. And let's take a couple big circles, reaching the right arm up and back and forward, inhaling it up and exhaling it down. And we'll take a couple in the other direction, just moving through that shoulder joint. And then go ahead and plant the left hand, reach the right arm up high. Again, relax the face, relax the shoulders. We'll take a couple big circles, sweeping the fingertips. Maybe your gaze follows your fingers. And then go in the other direction a few times, using your breath to guide your movement. Bring both your hands back to center and then walk them over towards the top of your mat, stepping your back foot up to meet the front. And we'll find a forward fold. So bend the knees generously here so that your chest and your belly can rest on the top of your thighs. Grab onto opposite elbows and just let the upper body hang here. So maybe shake the head yes and no. And letting all the work be done in the legs and the lower half of the body, fully decompressing the spine. See if you can relax a little bit more on your exhale. Just letting the head get really heavy. Maybe sway side to side. Shake the head yes, no. Relax the jaw, relax the face. Spread your toes wide and press down through the four corners of your feet. Lift your hips as you continue to let your upper body hang heavy. Slowly release your hands down to the earth and walk your feet in and come down to your seat to roll all the way down to your back. Keep your feet planted on the earth at first, and then tuck your tailbone to lengthen the lower spine down. So press through your heels to slightly lift the hips and tuck the tailbone, flattening the lower back and the lower part of your spine as much as you can down towards the mat. And then let your knees fall in towards one another, just relaxing the lower back. Gently hug your knees in towards your chest. And our last pose will be a supine or a lying down twist. So keep your right knee hugged in towards your chest. Extend your left leg out and then use your left hand to draw the right knee across the body for a twist. Let your right hand open out towards the side, keeping your right shoulder heavy, and soften the face, maybe gaze over the right shoulder. Nice, gently guide the right knee back in and we'll switch, hugging the left leg in, extending the right leg long. Use the left hand to guide the knee across the body. Open the left arm out. Start to let your body relax and get heavy on the mat here, letting gravity do most of the work. And gently hug your left knee back in. Maybe hug both your knees in, give yourself a hug and tell yourself thank you for showing up to your mat today. Then extend all your limbs out long, relaxing the entire body in Shavasana. And see if you can relax every part of your body just a little bit more. Let your feet splay out wide and find a comfy place for your hands. All the work is done. There's nothing else you need to do, nowhere else you need to be. And we'll take a few moments here in Shavasana. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We'll be here for a few moments together. Gently begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. And if you have more time, you can stay here in Shavasana for as long as possible. Otherwise, start to deepen the breath and reach your arms up overhead, waking up the body. And on an exhale, roll over to one side. And then come up to a seated position, maybe with the eyes still closed. And let the breath return to its natural rhythm. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll bring our hands together at heart. With gratitude, namaste.